right, good morning. We are here today with our second episode of our Sharing Our Stories podcast, SOS. And this edition, we're going to be talking with seventh grade students coming into Albert Einstein in the wake of distance learning. And we want to find out how they're feeling, what they're thinking about. And then especially for me as a teacher, I really want to know what I can do to help students coming into the school feel more comfortable and make sure that they're successful in their career for middle school. So we have joining us today, Javon, and he is an incoming seventh grader. And Javon, do you want to share anything about yourself?
Hi, I'm 11. I went to Sequoia Elementary School, and I'm incoming to Albert Einstein.
Perfect, great. So this is going to be just a very casual conversation, nothing really formal. And gosh, we're having a hard time today talking, aren't we? And I just kind of want to get your thoughts and ideas and how you're feeling, because distance learning is new, not only to you as a student, but to us as a teacher. And so we're still trying to figure out the best way to teach online, just as you're trying to learn the best way to learn online. So how do you feel about entering middle school with distance learning?
I feel like it's still middle school, but it's online. But the thing is that I was excited to actually enter and walk to each class, and I wanted to know how it felt to be like actual student on campus.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge when you can just walk onto a bigger campus, look around, and the physicalness of walking from class to class and being with your friends and peers. And so that's probably the biggest thing you're going to miss.
Yeah.
What have you heard about middle school?
I've heard about, like, I've been asking my family, like, how it is, like, so I don't want to go into the blind.
Yeah.
But, like, they be saying, like, you just gotta, it's like 5 minutes to walk to each class, or in between each class. You can't wait too long, so you can be late to the class. It's a lot more responsibility and a lot more, but I don't want to get too into it.
Yeah, no, it is. And it's kind of like a rite of passage, right? Walking on to the steps or to the campus and just being, part of, kind of like with elementary school, but a little bit different, right? Feeling, just having a different feeling being on middle school, I would think. Yeah. Is there anything that you are either like really excited about, nervous about, anxious about?
Yeah, I'm more excited about being in the 7th grade, but there's still like that going to the new school feeling, like how you get nervous, like a new school, new everything, and like the new schedule is gonna be like making me more nervous. It's a big change that makes me a little bit more nervous.
Yeah, because now you're gonna have 6 classes, 6 different teachers, which is way different than elementary, where you had your regular teacher that taught all subjects, and then maybe you had PE, and then did you have any other teachers besides your PE or your homeroom?
No.
Yeah. So going from basically 2 teachers to now 6 teachers and having to kind of manage all of that.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's do this. What suggestions do you have for teachers to make this transition easier and to help 7th graders coming into our school?
All I would need from the teachers is if I need help with something, that if I reach out to them, like they would respond quickly or like not too long.
Right. Yeah, 100%. Because you want to just get your questions answered.
Yeah.
Right. Do you have a preference in terms of like, I don't know what your teacher, well, let's do this. What happened? What did your schooling look like in the spring with your 6th grade teacher? Did she do Zooms or post videos, or what did that look like for you?
So it was 2 days a week we would do a Zoom with the class, and we just go over stuff that we're doing for the whole week. And then the rest of the days it will be independent work, and you had to get it done by Sunday.
Okay.
And then the next batch of work will come in the next week.
And did that work well for you?
Yeah.
And did you like having those Zoom times with your teacher?
Yeah.
Do you think that was, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Because we got to ask questions, and we got to get like whatever we need help with.
So that's big. Getting that immediate feedback is going to be like your number one need for to be successful with your teachers, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. So I'm going to take the last few minutes, and anything else that you would like to say or know. Maybe I could answer a question for you about my limited knowledge of middle school, or any last kind of comments you would like to say.
Like about 6th grade, right?
Yeah, anything.
I remember like watching the 6th graders go like to Sly Park, and none of us got to go to Sly Park. So it's like a memory that we'll never get back.
That's huge. That's huge. There a lot of that happens. So like no promotion, right?
Yeah.
No like real truly ceremony, missing out. So like in middle school, we're not going to be able to do any rallies, which that's a big deal in middle school, right? You do your spirit rallies and everyone's getting together and you're having competitions and you're cheering. So at least for the time being, I don't know what the spring will look like. No middle school dances. I mean, that's huge, right? Did you guys have dances in elementary school?
It was one.
Yeah. So I know for middle school, we do quite a few. So that's a big change. And then, yeah, Sly Park's a big one that miss out on. Yeah, I don't think this pandemic has done wonders for many people. A lot of students have missed out on big, think of seniors, their senior prom, their senior trip and promotion and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully, cross our fingers, this doesn't last forever. It can't, right? They'll figure it out soon enough. And then, we'll just move forward, and by 8th grade, you'll be ready and we'll have an actual promotion and maybe some fun. So a couple of things that our school does do, permitting with the pandemic. So depending on what it looks like, we do a Shakespeare Festival field trip there. They go to Oregon and they see the Shakespeare Festival. And that is usually in the spring. So if this all gets cleared up, that would be a possibility. We also have a field trip to the East Coast for like history. And so that's another trip that a lot of our students take. And so that's a real kind of fun one. So if, and you don't have to do it your 7th grade year, you could possibly even do it your 8th grade year. So hopefully if we can figure all this stuff out and get back onto campus, maybe those 2 field trips would kind of help replace missing Sly Park. So
yeah.
And then we do other little field trips, like to local colleges, local high schools. I know the science teachers take a field trip to San Francisco, to one of the science museums. So you do have some opportunities like that in middle school. We just have to make sure we can get back on a campus first.
Yeah.
So, all right. Any last message you want to say to teachers about, besides making sure that we respond quickly to questions, that you would like us to know to help you be successful in 7th grade?
No, nothing really.
Perfect. Well, I just want to say thank you very much for you taking time out of your summer. The information you gave is very helpful. And I look forward to probably not seeing you on campus in the fall, but at least having you join us as an Eagle at Albert Einstein. And depending on what elective you choose, we might see each other again.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.